Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing my toes. It is time. It has been time. They have been crusty and these were done right before my Miami and Orlando trip. So I'll give y'all a little bit of insight on how that went a little bit later on in the video. We're going to be doing a very quick set today, simply doing nail art. I'm starting off on my big toe with this checkered print design. I actually asked y'all on my Instagram stories what design I should do on my toes, and I took a little bit of inspo from every single one of you. Some mentioned orange, some mentioned white, checkered print, flowers, summer, bright colors. So I kind of just did a little bit of everything and incorporate it in my toe design. So we are starting off, like I said, with this checkered design. I'm taking the long liner from Veeda and a peach, slightly very light peach color. I am going to be doing first the little outline of it, and then I'm switching over to the micro detail brush because it is tiny and it helps me get into those hard to reach areas like these tiny little squares we're infilling right here. It also holds a good amount of paint, so you don't have to keep dipping it back into your paint. So I am adding that. Always remember to go with whichever pattern you want, but I always start with one, skip it going upwards or downwards, whichever, and then you're going to do the opposite on the other row. So horizontally, I am skipping one little square in between, and then vertically, we're going to be swapping in between the rows. Super, super simple to do checker print, and I absolutely love the outcome, especially when done in white. It looks so good no matter what type of design you're doing. I freaking love it. So for this one, we're actually going to be using it as our base. I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. Always remember to cure whenever you feel it is necessary. You could have done the outline first of your print and then went in and infilled. However, I felt a little comfortable with just going ahead and doing all of it at the same time. So I am waiting until I am done infilling my little squares to fully cure for a full 60 seconds. Now, quick little update on how it went in Orlando. This was our first year selling our practice hands and it went insanely good. We didn't have our own booth. However, Profiles Backstage allowed us to set up our hands and practice fingers in their booth, which was insane, and I absolutely love them. They're the sweetest. So everyone who stopped by was able to purchase our practice hands and practice fingers, and it went extremely well. Shout out to everyone who purchased a hand or a finger, and also whoever stopped by to say hi and take pictures with me. I freaking love meeting y'all, so it was such a good vibe. It was super, super busy both days, and it was just absolutely a blessing to be able to be a part of such an amazing show. So thank you guys once again. Now we're going back into our design with these cute little flowers, super basic flowers. I always let y'all know when something is basic but looks cute, try to do those over and over again, because one, you're going to get a super cute design out of it, and also you're going to make a little bit of extra money because it is still nail art, but also you're going to be able to do them very quickly. So absolutely recommend. Finding simple designs that still look really cute are always key to doing a successful set of nails that looks good, is easy to do, and makes you some extra money. I am kind of alternating between the colors. I did orange, I'm doing pink, and then I'm going to be doing a lighter pink as well. I absolutely love pink and orange together. It has been a trend on my own nail feed because I absolutely do them all the time, especially in the summer. They just go so well together. Now back into the Orlando topic. If you did not know and you are new to my channel, definitely check out our website. It is veedabella.com. You can use my discount code VEE for a little bit of a discount. I am so excited to see how well our products sell. Our nail art brushes are insanely amazing. I know a lot of you purchased our first generation practice hand, and I'm here to tell you, if you want a new one, now is the time to do so. They have changed so much. While we were proud of the first generation, our Gen 2 is insanely good, super realistic. I've shared it before on my channel. I'll leave video linked so y'all can check it out as well. Not trying to be super pushy on our products, but it is a really good addition if you are a beginner nail tech and wanting to get that extra practice without having to do your own nails over and over again or try to find hand models. This is a simple and easy way to get that practice in, especially using our easy prep system. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested, and send it to your man, send it to your mom, your dad, whoever can potentially purchase it for y'all. It is such a good investment, and you would be supporting our very small business that I hope you guys love. Share in the comments if you have purchased our Gen 2 practice hand. I want to hear how it is going. And as always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions pertaining nails, acrylic application, life in general, and especially our products. I'm always here to try and help. I try responding to all of my comments and all of my messages on my Instagram as well. Now we're doing some Frenchies. Frenchies are always a classic way to infill a design if you have no idea what you're doing or what else to do. A Frenchie is always a good way to go. I did it on my 4th toe and then my 2nd toe. Super simple process. I'm using different colors as well just to kind of match the vibe, using my long liner brush and infilling it there. And then I was kind of trying to decide what the heck I was going to do on that one, and I opted for kind of an ombre type of design. So I ended up getting a makeup sponge, cut it, and used this tiny little piece of it. We're going to be kind of just blending all the colors in so that they kind of look tie-dye-ish. But I'm doing a brighter pink, a little bit of a darker pink, and then some orange to create this really pretty ombre effect. I did go ahead and cure between layers, and I did a total of 3 layers, I believe, to get it nice and opaque, and so that it looked nice and blended. And I actually did go ahead and add some glitter on top of this. I'll leave the one that I used linked down in the description box, along with all the other products that I used in the video. I think I was a little too tired, so I didn't get to show that process, but I did show. However, I tried to do some flowers on this one, but I didn't like how it looked, so I ended up wiping it off and I went in with the glitter gel polish that I was mentioning. So do note that this did not end up staying on the toe, so when you see the final result, don't be surprised. I went ahead and wiped it right off because I did not like how it looked, and I almost felt like it was a little bit too tiny for my liking. For my pinky toenail, I did go ahead and add some flowers against the nude background. Neon colors on a nude or natural color base is absolutely stunning. It is my favorite combo, so if you are ever in a crunch and have no idea what to do, try some neons on a good nude color. It looks so pretty. And as always, cure in the light whenever you feel it is necessary. Now I did go ahead and top coat. Unfortunately, I didn't get a video of these. I don't know what I was thinking, but here is a photo of the final result. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!